All right, time is 7 o'clock, so let us start on time. At the outset, let me welcome all of you for this 2 days workshop on AI powered research workflows and generative AI tools. I also welcome the resource person for this workshop, Dr. Monika ma'am, and it's my great pleasure to briefly introduce ma'am. Dr. Monika Gupta ma'am, presently working as a professor and program head aviation, has a PhD and UGC NET in management with 16 years of academic and 4 years of corporate experience. She received the National Award for Best Senior Faculty by Novel Research Academy during the academic year 2022 and 23. She was also conferred with Excellence Award twice in Chitkara University, Punjab. She completed the project titled Teaching Assignment of International Students from the Mondragon, Spain for 12 days in 2022 and generated consultancy worth INR 51,000 plus. Ma'am has guided many PhD research scholars and published many papers in top journals, including ABDC indexed publication. It's my great pleasure to welcome ma'am for the workshop. So I request ma'am to kindly please take over the session. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, sir, for wonderful interaction and the introduction. And I also welcome participants. So let us start with today's workshop on AI-powered research workflows and generative AI tools. There are two ways to discuss. One is we can discuss the concepts and then I can share the screen and show the generative AI tools. It is up to you. As you suggest, I will proceed, or you want to do it simultaneously, then I can share do the entire screen and show the uh, AI tools simultaneously. So let us understand the flow of the workshop. So today we will focus on research problem context and AI tools, as sir has already mentioned. We will focus on ChatGPT, Perplexity AI, Google Scholar, and tomorrow we will also make use of consensus. So the question arises how to use these tools. What is the prompt? Basically, the game is of prompt. So we will take a prompt engineering session also tomorrow. But today also we will start writing prompts. We will understand how and why and which tool we use for which purpose so that we can have better clarity for tomorrow and in times to come. So as you can see on the screen, we will make use of Google Scholar for sourcing of the articles as we are focusing on research article writing. Then for literature review, we can make use of it, as we all know, to find quality papers. And if you want to make use of AI, you can also use dimensions.ai. Then we can make use of Perplexity AI for discovery, then consensus for validation, and ChatGPT for synthesis. So this is how the flow of workshop will be there. So as far as today's session is concerned, so we can begin by positioning research as a structural and iterative process rather than a linear activity. You can develop a mini research paper within the domains of consumer behavior during the workshop, and it will focus specifically on the impact of AI driven recommendation systems on purchase decisions. This topic will reflect current trends in digital commerce and aligns with the Scopus Indexed research priorities. I hope it will align with the objectives you have in your mind, being the scholars or the professors, assistant professors, and so on. The workflow we will follow includes literature discovery, screening, thematic mapping, and ethical validation. AI tools will be integrated systematically. Perplexity AI will help identify emerging trends and contextual insights. whereas Google Scholar will ensure access to peer reviewed and credible academic sources, whereas ChatGPT will assist in structuring and synthesizing the literature. It is essential to understand that AI tools will only support but will never replace academic judgment. Kindly note, AI tools are there to support us and not to replace academic judgment. Each one of us is expected to actively perform tasks during the session. As you know, we will have activities, so have your software, the mobile phone or the laptop ready, and you can do it side by side in the software. And if you want me to do it, I will share the screen and do it. I hope all of you are able to use ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Google Scholar. You have been using it. So that if you continue to perform the task during the session, as I will give you ample time to perform hands-on activities, so you can complete a structured research foundation with validated sources, and a clearly defined problem statement will be achieved at the end. So let us proceed. So let us see this caselet. A widely cited Scopus Index study by Grewal et al. In 2020 explores how AI-enabled recommendation systems influence consumer decision-making in retail environments. The study uses experimental and survey-based methodologies to analyze the impact of personalization on purchase intention. So try to identify variables, DVs, IVs, and other. Findings reveal that AI-driven recommendations significantly improve perceived relevance and convenience, thereby increasing purchase likelihood. However, the study also identifies a critical trade-off. Excessive personalization leads to high-end privacy concerns, which negatively affect consumer trust. The research demonstrates that transparency and perceived control are key moderating factors. Please note, transparency and perceived control are key moderating factors in consumer acceptance of AI technologies. This paper provides a strong empirical foundation for understanding the dual role of AI in enhancing engagement while posing ethical challenges. It is frequently referenced in consumer behavior literature and is highly relevant for developing research problems in AI driven marketing contexts. So, the question here arises, how do AI driven recommendations influence customer trust and decision making? Yes, please. Please participate and respond. How do AI driven recommendations influence consumer trust and decision making? If you want, I can give you the link of Google Scholar also, from where I have taken this paper. And if you want, I can share the screen and show you how to extract. But active participation is required. So basically, AI recommendations enhance perceived relevance and convenience, which increases trust and purchase intention when transparency is maintained. Second question, what are the risks associated with excessive personalization in digital platforms? What are the risks associated with excessive personalization in digital platforms? Basically, excessive personalization, see, the answers lie in the caselet itself. Excessive personalization creates privacy concerns, reduces perceived control, and may negatively impact trust and long-term engagement. Let us recall the primary benefit of AI-driven recommendations in consumer behavior is reduced logistics cost, increased product relevance, improved inventory control, or faster delivery. Which option you find more suitable as per the caselet on discussion held till now? You can write your answers in chat if you do not want to speak. It is B. Increased? Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Radhakrishna. Very right. It is increased product relevance. A major risk of excessive AI personalization is lower engagement, reduced sales, privacy concerns, or limited product variety. Major risk of excessive AI personalization is, just think for a while and discuss. Theory also needs to be strong when we are actually making use of AI tools. Yes, it is. C, privacy concerns. Very right, Shri Lakshmi ma'am. Now let us perform an activity time. So what we need to do is, we need to frame and develop a research problem. Frame and develop a research problem. The objective of performing this activity is to transform a broad AI trend into a structured research problem. Transforming a broad AI trend into a structured research problem. So how can we do this? Let me give you the steps first to perform the activity. Now see, first step, first of all, we need to open Perplexity AI. Will you open, or should I share the screen and open? As per your choice. Open Perplexity AI, then enter search query. Okay, I'll share the screen. Just a moment. So first we need to open Perplexity AI, then we need to enter search query, recent trends in AI applications in consumer behavior 2024 to 26. And then we need to identify 3 emerging themes, for example, personalization, trust, and privacy. Now, then you need to open ChatGPT and then you need to use this prompt, convert the themes into specific researchable problem that we have identified using Perplexity AI in consumer behavior, and then we can refine one problem statement by adding target population, the context, that is e-commerce platforms here, and then we can validate keywords using Google Scholar, right? Okay, let me share the screen as you want. Just a moment. So I need to open Perplexity. Okay, let me share entire screen first. Then I will open it side by side and will show you side by side, right? Okay. Stop sharing. Right. Entire screen and share. So I hope you can see my screen here. So what I am doing here is, first we need to open Perplexity AI, right? The moment you type in, you will get it. I hope you are able to see it. I simply typed Perplexity AI in Google and I will land up at this page. First of all, you need to create an account. Since I already have my account, so I got this page. So when we are doing something new, we can click on new, right? So rather than thread, we can have some new task. So what I suggested was, open Perplexity AI and then you need to enter the search query. I hope you are able to see that I'm copying from the slides I have just shown to you, right? This one. We need to remove this one because this is first step, right? Now see, click forward, what will happen? Clear? So now you can see between 24 to 26, what we have asked for, recent trends in AI applications in consumer behavior 24-26, and we got key trends in AI consumer behavior. So this is the outcome that we have got, right? I hope you are able to find this, understand this. Now, what is the next step, as I have discussed? So what we need to do is, third step was identify three emerging themes. So what are the three emerging themes we have identified? You can see here. So key trends, you can say: rise of AI-powered product research, hyper-personalization and decision intelligence, preference for AI-enabled service, trust and human elements, then creative retail integration, right? And then we have seen its influence on consumer decision making. Now, what will be the next step? As I have mentioned here, we have identified three emerging themes like personalization, trust, and privacy. Now we need to open ChatGPT. Next step. Okay, wait. Now we need to open ChatGPT, right? Again in Google, we will type ChatGPT and we will have this new chat. Now you can mention your keywords here that you have identified or the trends here, right? So what will happen? After opening ChatGPT, you can use this prompt. Convert the following themes into specific researchable problem statements in consumer behavior. So what I have done is I have copied this prompt. It is basically the game of prompts. The kind of prompts you give. Now the question arises how we will get to know which prompt is more suitable. So basically we need to train the model. When you repeat a particular task, when you do not get the desired results, you need to give commands again and again. You need to refine. Ultimately, after some commands, the model will understand what you are trying to find. Now see, I will paste the trends from here, right? Like I have first given prompt to ChatGPT. Now I will go through. What happened? Yes, it got slower down. So we have identified one is hyper personalization and digital intelligence. First trend, right? Or themes. Then, or we can simply copy these three if you want three. If you want all, you can copy all, right? Trust is also important. Then creativity is also important. Okay, suppose I have taken these, Control C, and then I have pasted these in ChatGPT and sent the prompt. So what will be the answer? You see. So now we are able to convert these themes that we have obtained using Perplexity AI into specific researchable problem statement in consumer behavior that has been framed in academic research oriented manner. So the command that we have given to ChatGPT basically was convert the following themes into specific researchable problem statements in consumer behavior. So based on your research, you can select the topic, right? Now what next? You can now refine this problem statement by adding target population and the context, right? So what is the target population here? based on your research, who is your target population, right? So you can mention refine the above problem statement by adding your target population. Maybe you can say 18 to 37-year-old students, UG and PG students, working professionals, based on the research you have taken, and so on. You can define and the context. For example, here we have taken it as e-commerce platform. You see, whenever I am getting some image, I am deleting, because otherwise it will limit your search results. Clear? Now you see the refined version of the problem statement with the clearly defined target population and research context, making them more specific and empirically researchable in consumer behavior, right? So the refined statements are now stronger for developing research objectives, research questions, hypotheses, and conceptual frameworks for dissertation thesis or journal articles. Now what to do next? Next step. Now we can validate these keywords using Google Scholar. So what we have done in Google Scholar, right? So when you have entered your search query, it means, let me open Google Scholar first. Or if you want to use AI tool, you can either use Google Scholar or you can make use of dimensions.ai for finding quality papers, right? So one is, see, they have given one option, try Scholar Labs. Okay. So when I have given this command to Google Scholar, okay, it does not match any query. Because what I have done is, I need to select, every tool has its way to use. We need to, since we are taking 24 to 26, so I need to customize the range from here. Custom range from 2022 to, or 2024 to 2026. And search. Let us see what will happen. Okay, it is still taking this command. Okay. So if we are not able to get it, let us slow down the years and search. No, it is stopped here. So with practice, let me open it again, Google Scholar. So every tool we need to know how to use it effectively. So let us put keywords. We have identified certain themes, AI applications in consumer behavior. So see, these are the results we get. First, we can find the results and then we can narrow down the research. So let us see if we get results from 2024 to 2026. So first obtain the results and then narrow down your research. Now you see we got it, right? And then recent trends in, now see, if you want more specific words or papers, mention PDF here. Now you will only get PDF. So those PDF which are available free, you see, to download, TND, right? And that you can download for further study. So what will happen here is, first we have used Perplexity, right, to know the themes, emerging themes. Then making use of ChatGPT, we have converted those themes into specific research problem statements, right? And then we have refined one problem statement by adding this. Since we have taken all the problem statements, that is why you can see in ChatGPT, you get results for all the themes. So out of those multiple themes, you need to focus your, you need to identify which of these themes is more relevant, right? And then you can refine it using your, say, defining your target population and your context in which you are searching for. So if you have used this first theme, you will get this detail. Second theme, since we have taken all, so it has given result for all. Now what we need to do with third option, that is either Google Scholar or the another one I told you was dimensions.ai, again for literature research. That also I will show you, though I have not mentioned it in PPT. But if you are interested, I can show you dimensions.ai. Again, you need to make an account first. Since I have my account, so I can use it and I can show it to you. Let us wait till it opens. Yes. This is also a good website, right? Since I already have an account, so I can log in. What happened? Just a moment. In the meantime, I'll explain the steps. Now, what we need to do is, we can identify the relevant papers here, and now we can validate the findings that we have obtained here with this research that is already existing with the relevant research papers. I hope I am able to clarify. That was the first topic of the day, that is research problem context, right? So again, I will repeat the steps if you want to see, right? Open Perplexity, enter search query, identify themes, use any one theme and converted it to specific research problem statement using ChatGPT, and then refine one problem statement by mentioning or adding your target population and context, and then validate the keywords you have obtained making use of Google Scholar. So you see, when we have used Google Scholar, the keywords are reflected in bold. You see, what are the keywords that we have used? All are reflecting here, right? So this will help you validate your research. Okay, dimensions.ai, I will show you tomorrow. Let me check what happened, right? Let us continue. So I hope I am clear up to this point. Yes? Should we move further with the PPTs so that we can understand the concepts better? And if required, I will show the screen again. right? And I will share the entire screen again to explain the things. Okay. So we were discussing this point. Now see. Now, this is the sample prompt that we have got now. Convert AI trends such as personalization, trust, and privacy into three specific research problem statements in consumer behavior with measurable variables. So, this is the actual prompt that we have obtained. Now, we are still working on prompt. The more effective your prompt is, the it will definitely affect the quality of results. So what will be the final refined problem? You see, impact of AI driven personalized recommendations on purchase intentions among Gen Z consumers in e-commerce platforms, mediated by trust and moderated by privacy concerns. Please go through this problem, refined problem thoroughly. Impact of AI driven personalized recommendations on purchase intentions among Gen Z consumers in e commerce platforms. Here we are mentioning about mediating variable, trust, and moderating variable, right? So, what is the suggested solution is you can generate structured research problem like, how do AI driven personalized recommendations influence impulse buying behavior among online shoppers? Or what is the impact of perceived privacy risk on consumer trust in AI based recommendation systems? Or how does algorithmic transparency affect purchase intention in e commerce platforms? So I have shown you the final refined problem also. And this output will definitely align with your Scopus research expectations by clearly defining the variables you have taken for your study, the population, and the context. So I hope now you are in a position to develop a clear research topic, a structured research problem statement, and initial keywords for literature search. Is it fine? Should we move forward to the second part? Yes? Okay. Now, the second topic for the day that we have taken is traditional versus AI enabled research workflow. So, here we critically compare traditional and AI enabled research workflows. Traditionally, researchers manually search databases, read multiple articles, and synthesized findings, a process that often took many weeks. While thorough, it was a time consuming and limited by human capacity. Whereas AI enabled workflows significantly enhance efficiency by automating repetitive tasks such as, yes, searching, summarizing, and identifying patterns across studies. So the tools like ChatGPT can quickly generate summaries, compare findings, and structure insights. However, this speed introduces risks, including hallucinated citations. Yes, this is important. Whatever ChatGPT is generating, it is supposed generating certain citations or references. Please cross check from the actual database whether it actually exists or it is created by ChatGPT. Otherwise, it will become a big question mark. Similarly, algorithmic bias. So we can just take support of these tools, but we cannot rely on them. Whatever output they have given, we can just not rely. We can just take these as support. Final decision will remain ours, human. And over reliance on generated content. Therefore, the researcher's role become even much more critical, not as a passive recipient, but as an active evaluator. Validation using credible sources such as Google Scholar remains essential. The goal is to achieve a hybrid workflow where AI improves efficiency while the researcher ensures rigor, accuracy, and ethical compliance. So this balanced approach will align with your research publication. Now, if you are interested, I can show you the caselet. But if you are not interested, we can move on to the next part. What I understand is caselets provide you insights. So, a Scopus Index paper by Dwivedi et al. 2021 examines the integration of AI in marketing research workflows. The study highlights how AI tools significantly reduce research time by automating literature discovery and data analysis. Using case-based evidence, the authors demonstrated that AI-enabled systems improve efficiency in identifying relevant literature and synthesizing findings. However, the study also identifies key limitations, including algorithmic bias, lack of transparency, and risks of overdependence on automated outputs. Researchers using AI tools sometimes fail to verify sources, leading to inaccuracies in academic work. So, this paper emphasizes that AI should augment human intelligence rather than replace it. The findings suggest that the most effective research approach is a hybrid model combining AI efficiency with human critical evaluation. So, we need to develop those skills. This study is widely cited in marketing and information systems research and provides a strong foundation for understanding AI enabled academic workflows. So the major advantage of AI-enabled research workflow is, I hope everyone knows, it is, yes, right, sir, it is faster data processing. A key risk of AI-based research is, I have mentioned this in the caselet or in the text also, introduction, it is C, hallucinated citations. Now, activity time again. Now, what we will do? We have taken the topic. Now see in which context we are performing the activity. We need to recall. We are performing the activity in this context of traditional versus AI-enabled research workflow. Whenever you feel like asking me to share the screen, I will. So, topic is broken research workflow diagnosis with the objective of identifying inefficiencies in traditional research and redesign using AI. Now, what we need to do? First of all, we need to list steps of traditional literature review. How we do go for literature review? We search articles, we read full papers, and we make notes manually, right? This is the traditional way of doing literature review. Now, what we can do with AI? Open ChatGPT and give this prompt, analyze the following research workflow and identify inefficiencies and improvements using AI tools. Right? Then input traditional workflow steps that we have mentioned above, and then ask ChatGPT to redesign workflow using AI. Now compare both the workflows and highlight the time saved and quality improvements. Should I show it on the ChatGPT or you can do it? Should I share the screen and show? Please respond. Okay. So let me share the screen again. Right. So it all depends on the interest of the learners and according to their interest, we go for it. Now, so we will continue in the same window. Since we have given some prompt, so machine might have started understanding what we are looking for. So let us copy the prompt and mention it here. Analyze the following research workflow and identify the, rather than following, I can mention here above. And since we need to take one problem, let us identify which problem we would like to continue with out of these. Anything according to your choice you can take. Right? Impact of AI powered product research on consumer decision making among this one, or we can take this one. Above research, analyze the above. Let me give this topic to the machine. In above, I will mention the topic so that there is no confusion, because out of so many things, we need to focus on one, right? Using AI tools. And what is the next point I have suggested was, yes, input traditional workflow steps. I will use this prompt and then I will add traditional workflow steps. So let me give this command first. Yes. And see the output. Here is the AI-oriented analysis of research workflow for this particular topic. Now you see what the machine has generated for me or AI has generated for me. You can see it. What it has done. Problem identification stage, traditional workflow efficiencies, then AI-based improvements. This is how it gives us results. Then, okay, so sorry. Have I not shared entire screen? Just a moment. Okay. So this is what I have been doing. I'm so sorry. I was not aware that the screen became stagnant. Thanks for informing me. So what I have done is, I have copied the prompt, but I have mentioned out of so many problems above, only one, the second one I have taken for example. And this second one, I have mentioned the title to avoid any confusion. Analyze the above research workflow and identify inefficiencies and improvements using AI tools. So this is the outcome that machine has generated. Problem identification stage, wherein it has mentioned traditional workflow inefficiencies, then AI-based improvements, and suggested usage of certain tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Consensus, and then it has shown the improved workflow also. Then it has shown literature review stage, then research gap identification on same parameters. You see? And this is the summary that machine has given. To optimize AI-powered research workflow for topic refinement, ChatGPT, Perplexity, literature review, Elicit, Research Rabbit plus Consensus. So you see the time that you can save using these. So it can save or your time by 40 to 60%, right? But is it sufficient or should we do something else? Now we can give inputs of traditional workflow steps. So let me give inputs of traditional workflow steps. Review steps, right? And now what I can ask machine is to compare both workflows. Now, first I will ask ChatGPT to redesign workflow using AI. First, I have given traditional literature review, and then I have given the command that redesign workflow using AI. Now see what will be the outcome. So here is the redesigned AI powered workflow. Now see, without even asking, it has given the response, traditional workflow versus AI redesigned workflow. This is the next command I was about to go, but machine understood. Now the model is trained as per my requirements, and it has given outcome even without the command. And here it is showing the comparison. Traditional step, first one that I have given 3 steps to it. Then what are the inefficiencies of these steps? Then in comparison to this first step, what is the AI redesigned workflow and which AI tool we will use to get better results. You can copy the table and you can use it. Clear? So I hope you are able to understand, right? So AI optimized literature review workflow, you can see. And then expected time. Clear? Now, let us move further and see. Is it sufficient? Or we need to do something else? I know the topic is little technical, but once you start enjoying learning these things, you will find time is not the limit. Okay, one message is here. Let me see the message. Yes. So let me check the message first, then we will continue. Could you please extract the data regarding social cohesion and what else? Let me check. Yes. Could you please extract the data regarding social cohesion and sustainability development nexus? Yes, sir. You can do anything you like, but as I have taken the prompt in case of consumer behavior study, you can simply replace those words with your area of study. Right? Okay. If you want, I can show you. Extract the data regarding social. Yeah, I will take it. At the end, just remind me. Right? Now see. So what will be the sample prompt? So the sample prompt, the refined prompt that we have now is evaluate the traditional research workflow and redesign it using AI tools. Now you see how we have arrived at this prompt. First, what we have done. Second, what we have done, then what we have done. How many commands we have given. And now this is the combined prompt. Evaluate the traditional research workflow and redesign it using AI tools of your choice to improve efficiency and accuracy. So what I can suggest is traditional workflow inefficiencies have been identified, and then we have got the outcome that how much time is saved, right? And then how we can improve literature coverage. So at the end of this slide, we can say we have clear understanding of AI versus traditional workflows. We are in a position to diagnose inefficiencies, and we now have a structured AI-enabled research process. Sir, actually, what you are looking for? Do you want some research papers related to this? What we mean by data here, Dr. Radhakrishnan?
Actually, yes, madam.
You
Is
are
it
looking
possible
for?
to extract the data from Scopus and Web of Science by using dimensions?
Yes, it will. Yeah, we can do it.
Madam, am I audible to you? Hello?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Am I audible?
Yeah, now you are audible, madam.
Okay.
Is it,
Yes,
is
sir,
it,
we can make use of dimensions.ai
okay.
for this purpose, right?
Uh-huh. Can we get
See,
the Scopus data, madam? Two
yes,
dimensions.
we can get. Yes, yes. I will show you. I was just wondering why it is not working because I use it frequently.
Okay.
Because I have been conducting workshops on systematic literature review and then biblioshiny, making use of biblioshiny and all that.
Yeah.
So I frequently use dimensions. Let me check it and I'll show it to you tomorrow. Just remind me.
Sure, madam. Thank you.
Right? Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, should we move on to the next topic? AI limitations in research, hallucination bias, and citation errors. Making use of ChatGPT or Google Scholar. Right? So I have found many topics for you. Okay, let me see. So at this stage of the research workflow, it is critical to understand the limitations of AI tools. AI systems such as ChatGPT generate responses based on probabilistic language patterns rather than verified database. That is the major drawback. It is going for towards your language, not towards verified database. That is the major challenge with ChatGPT, especially in case of research. So this often leads to hallucinations where the tool produces fabricated facts. It can create on its own, if you ask, or references that appear credible but actually do not exist. Like I have shown you the paper Dwivedi et al. 2021. But is it really existing? I need to cross check, right? So we cannot just copy paste or we cannot trust AI completely. Another major concern is algorithmic bias, where outputs reflect patterns in training data rather than objective truth. And what can be the errors in citations? Particularly, citation errors are particularly dangerous in academic research as AI may generate incorrect or non-existent references. That is also one more challenge, leading to rejection, obviously, from Scopus index journals. So every AI generated output must be rigorously verified using reliable academic databases such as Google Scholar. So you must read abstracts, confirm authors, and validate publication details before including any reference. Ethical research practice requires transparency and accuracy. The guiding principle is clear. AI tools assist in efficiency, but the researcher is solely responsible for validation and academic integrity. Right? So again is the caselet and then the MCQ. Let us see. Hallucination refers to. Yes. Hallucination. Please tell me what we mean by hallucination. It is B.
Fabricated or incorrect information.
Okay. Others? Everyone should respond. Yes, you are right, sir. Second, the best method to validate AI generated references. It is right. Because we have to select answer out of the choices given. Right. Now, let us do one more activity. AI output verification exercise with the objective to identify and correct hallucinated or incorrect AI generated references. Now, what can we do for this? Open ChatGPT, use the prompt, provide 5 research papers on AI in consumer behavior with full citations. Copy the generated references, open Google Scholar and search each reference individually, and verify author name. Mark the reference in 3 categories, whether it is valid or partially correct or invalid, and remove the incorrect ones. So should I show it in the ChatGPT or you can do it? Please tell me. Can you do it on your own or should I share the screen and show it? You need to be quick in responding. Okay, I'll show it. Right. So let me stop sharing the screen first. Okay, let us open ChatGPT again. Right. And what is the prompt we will give it to him? Sir, here you can mention your prompt also, your keywords also. Now see, I am using this prompt and I am asking for certain. No, I'm not able to copy it properly. Let me copy it again. So I am asking ChatGPT to provide me certain. Yes, research papers. Rather than going to Dimensions or Google Scholar, I am asking, oh, I do not know what happens every time. Okay, I forgot to share the screen. So sorry. Thank you for reminding timely. Yes. Now I hope you can see the screen. Right? This is ChatGPT screen. Yes. Now I have copied this prompt from the slides. Yes. And I have given this command. Provide me 5 research papers. So ChatGPT has given me these 5 research papers and it has given me DOI also. Let me check. Is it working? Is it open? Now see, this link is of Wiley. See, there are 2 ways. Either I go to Google Scholar or verify, or if link is provided, I can use the link directly to see whether this paper exists or not. So you see, Varsha Jain, Ketan Vadvani and Jacqueline, and this is the title. Is it the same? Generated by? So this is out of 3 choices I have told you, valid, partially correct or invalid. This is valid citation given by ChatGPT. Similarly, let us check the next one. Right? Open the link. Sometimes links does not open. Now see, check it. Clear? Then the next one. Is there any reference where link is not provided? Let us check that. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Let us see the 5th one. 5th one. Open link. So this is also a valid one. But it is our duty to check, cross-check. Right? I have opened 3 links, all are valid. But it is not always necessary. Am I clear, sir? Yes? Am I able to clarify? Thank you. If link is given, open it directly. If link is not given, you can go to a Google Scholar and you can copy the title and you can check whether it is the same article or it is something different, right? But just don't copy paste directly from ChatGPT. Do not trust the machine blindly. Okay, let us move on to the next activity. I hope now you all have understood the flow of the workshop and have now started understanding the concepts and are now finding this interesting. Yes? Okay. So what is the refined prompt? Let us see. That we have got. So at every step, I try to show you the sample prompt. Now see, we can provide more accurate prompt, generate 5 academic references on AI-driven consumer behavior with author, year, and journal details. But without even this, it has given us the DOI links. So final refined problem example is impact of AI-driven personalized recommendations on purchase intention among Gen Z consumers. Now here we are putting our variables under study. In e-commerce platforms mediated by trust and moderated by privacy concerns. So what we have done is, now you must have observed that sometimes all references are correct, sometimes may not be correct. So we need to take only the correct ones, and we need to either drop the incorrect ones or we need to find the correct ones, right? So now I think you all are able to understand what are AI hallucinations and bias and how we can validate the references using Google Scholar or the links given, and how we can remain ethical in research. Now the next topic, literature search strategy using AI and Google Scholar. So at this stage, we transition from understanding AI limitations to applying structured literature search strategies. A strong research paper begins with a well-defined and comprehensive literature base. The first step is keyword development. Instead of broad terms like AI, we refine keywords into combinations such as AI recommendation systems. Now see the use of this Boolean operator and A and D in capital. Consumer purchase intention and trust. Boolean operators such as and or not help narrow or expand search results effectively within Google Scholar. Phrase searching using quotation marks improves accuracy by retrieving exact matches. Filters such as publication year and relevance ensure that only recent and impactful studies are considered, aligning with Scooper's expectations. Perplexity AI supports this process by identifying emerging trends and suggesting relevant keywords, whereas ChatGPT can refine search strings. So every AI tool has its own benefits and limitations. So we should know which one to use for which purpose. That is the purpose of the workshop today. The goal is to generate a list of 10 to 15 high quality peer reviewed articles that will form the foundation of the literature review. I hope when you start searching, doing your research, you also try to find base papers, which are very important to carry forward your research. So the Boolean operator used to combine concepts is combine. It is tell me. Not for excluding or for an either and for combining. Phrase searching in Google Scholar is done using what? Phrase searching in Google Scholar. You should put it in quotes to find better results. Now activity time. Live literature search simulation. So you need to develop a validated list of research articles using AI-assisted search. Now what we can do is first open Perplexity AI, Then search, giving this prompt, recent research on AI recommendation systems in consumer behavior, and note down 5 keywords suggested. Then open Google Scholar and use the query AI recommendation systems and consumer behavior and trust. Then apply filters of the year. Then select top 10 papers. Then use ChatGPT to refine keywords further. Improve this search query for academic research. Should I share the screen? Yes? Okay. So first I need to stop this. Okay. Then I need to share entire screen. Okay. Now see. First we need to open, anyone who remembers? Perplexity. And I will copy this prompt here, from here. Now see. This is Perplexity. Yes. Just a moment. Since we keep using, so it is asking for, I think, upgrade. Wait. Let me use the free version. Oh. Just because of image, it is asking for this. So we need to be very particular. We should not give any prompt consisting of images. Right? Now, we are getting certain outcome, right? And now we need to copy the keywords. So what are the keywords? Perceived usefulness, trust in algorithms, and personalization. These are the keywords we have obtained here, right? And what is the next step? Open Google Scholar. Now we need to open Google Scholar, right? And then we need to make use of this query. So you see, what I have done is the keywords I have identified from Perplexity. Now I am putting those keywords along with the prompt in Google Scholar. Now see, recent research on AI sorry, this is the basic one that I have given to Perplexity. Yes. Now I have found 3 keywords. One is AI recommendation systems, other is consumer behavior, other is trust. So what will I do is, first I will put all these 3 keywords that I have identified using Perplexity, and I will combine those keywords making use of Boolean operator and. If I want to exclude anything, I will mention here not, but in capital. If I want to choose between consumer behavior or trust, I will use or. But if I want to include all 3, I will use and. And then search. Okay. Now see what happened. I didn't get the results. So what to do? Right? It means something I am missing again. I have taken this command and then I need to apply the filters. I have not applied the filters. Maybe the papers are not available during this duration, so I need to broaden the search. Now see, how to select which are the best papers? Take top 10, first, second, third, fourth, which are in PDF, right? And then you can download those papers, right? So this is how we can go for it. What is happening here? Just a moment. This one. Okay. And then search. I have to search here. Okay. Did not match any publications during this duration. Okay. If I remove this, let me check. Right. Now I got it. Clear? Because when I limiting my research, I am not able to get research and get the results. Clear? So we need to learn. And I hope all of you know how to cite these articles. See, here is the button, cite, click it. Now you see which format you want citation. In management, we make use of APA. Just copy. Here is the copy. Open Word doc and save. So no need to write anything on your own. This is citation of the paper 1 in APA format. So this option you can use from Google Scholar. I do not know whether you were aware of it or not, but I felt like sharing, right? Now, what is the next step? Now I have selected top 10 papers. Now I can ask ChatGPT to refine the keywords further by giving a prompt. Now see. What is the prompt I have given to ChatGPT now is, if you do not remove images, your tokens of the day will get limited. No for paid things. Now see. So it has given me some improvements using Boolean operators, right? And these are the results. Now what to do next? I will show you the refined thing again. The final prompt or the sample prompt, I can say. Now see. Sample prompt now at the end. After doing all these exercises, refine the search query AI in marketing into a structured academic search string using Boolean operators, right? So this is how you can learn how to make use of AI tools to get desired results for your research, and you are able to now understand how to validate the approach. Like you can use Perplexity for initial exploration, Google Scholar for credible sources, and ChatGPT for refinement. So now you can build a strong literature base, forming the foundation for the next stage, that is screening and mapping. Right? Now the next is multi-tool research workflow, discovery, validation, and synthesis, making use of all four tools: Perplexity, Consensus, ChatGPT, and Google Scholar. So what I can discuss here with you is, now we can integrate AI tools into a structured research workflow. No single AI tool is sufficient for rigorous academic research, especially when aiming for Scopus publications. Therefore, we adopt a layered approach consisting of discovery, validation, and synthesis. Perplexity AI is used in the discovery phase to identify emerging trends and provide contextual insights. However, these insights must not be accepted without verification. The validation stage involves using consensus and Google Scholar to ensure that the findings are supported by peer-reviewed studies. This step is critical to avoid hallucinated or non-credible information. Finally, ChatGPT is used for synthesis, where validated insights are organized into a coherent narrative suitable for a literature review. So this structured workflow ensures that research outputs are both efficient and academically rigorous. So you should internalize this workflow as a standard practice for all future research activities. So which tool is best suited for validating peer-reviewed research? Validating. Yes, I just mentioned in the previous slide. It is consensus. The synthesis stage in AI workflow is performed using, right, ChatGPT. Now activity 3-layer research workflow execution with the objective to apply discovery, validation, and synthesis to generate a structured literature summary. So for this, you can open Perplexity and search impact of AI recommendations on consumer purchase behavior. Then you can extract 3 key insights, and then you can open consensus and validate each insight by checking peer-reviewed evidence. Then you can open Google Scholar and can confirm at least 2 supporting research papers. After this, you can open ChatGPT and you can use the prompt, convert validated insights into a 150-word literature review paragraph with citations. So this example will make use of all the 4 tools that we have defined during the workshop. So let me open the screen and share the screen. Right? Now what is to be done? First command, open Perplexity and search as per the topic you have taken under study. So this is Perplexity and I have given this command. So nothing to get worried. If you get this message, just close it and see. Now see what is the result that I obtained using Perplexity. Right? So I am able to identify my variables. Now see, if you see this, you are able to identify key core behavioral impacts. You are able to identify key mediating factors where I am able to identify my variables also. Right? So without putting much of efforts, and you can save a lot of time. Now, what is the next step? Note down keywords and open Google Scholar. Right? I have noted down the keywords. Just a moment. Yes. So you can take any topic you like impact of AI recommendations on consumer purchase behavior, or the previous one as I have taken in Perplexity. Now see. Whenever you get this window, just close it and use the free version. No need to have this number. Check the prompt and see the results. Right? So I can identify the keywords from here, then the factors, right? Now just note down the keywords from here and then extract 3 key insights and then open consensus. So let me copy one insight from here. Just a moment. Now see, let me say, take this one, bottlenecks. Now I will open consensus. Consensus.ai. You see, all tools we have been using are free. Nothing to pay for any tool. Now see. This is the insight I have taken and I have to give one command. What? I have pasted the insight and now I will check the references. Now see, what are the results? First paper and key takeaway, second paper, right? So you can take papers here and you can see the number of citations. You can see the impact of the paper, and if you want to go through the full paper, you can make use of full text here. And here also, right? You can find the funnel leaks, view, cart, purchase, right? And you get conversion drivers around the chart. But what is the purpose of using this was to validate, right? By identifying the relevant papers, right? So what we have done is we have validated each insight by checking peer-reviewed evidence. Now we can open Google Scholar and confirm at least 2 supporting research papers. Now the next step is to open Google Scholar. We have already Google Scholar with us. Now just a moment. The prompt was open Google Scholar and confirm at least 2 supporting research papers. Okay. Or you can say the papers that you have obtained using Now, can you find the papers that you found here and here also? Not ChatGPT, but in consensus. Suppose this is the first one I want to check. I can cross-check it using Google Scholar, or I can check it using the link also. Right? So, both ways. After this, you can go to ChatGPT and you can give one command to ChatGPT. That is, convert validated insights into a 150 word literature review paragraph with citations. So now I will go to ChatGPT. Here. Now see. Cross the image. Now see. So you got this recent literature highlights for growing influence of AI, right? Now what we are trying to explain making use of this entire exercise. Let me explain. Okay, first I need to stop this. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Yes, please. Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you are audible, madam.
Right. So this is what we are making use of all the four tools. First to search as per the title, then identifying key insights, and then opening consensus and validating each insight by checking peer-reviewed evidence. Then opening Google Scholar to confirm at least 2 supporting research papers. Then open ChatGPT and using the prompt to convert validated insights into a literature review paragraph with citations, as I have shown you in the prompt ChatGPT window just now. Now, sample prompt will become using validated research insights, generate a structured literature review paragraph on AI-driven consumer behavior with proper academic tone. So now you will be in a position to produce a structured output, right? Such as AI-driven recommendation systems significantly influence consumer purchase decision by enhancing perceived relevance and convenience, and then the citation and all that I have shown you just now. So the outcome achieved is having validated insights, structured academic writing, integration of multiple sources, and this output becomes the first draft of literature review section in the paper. So now you are in a position to integrate multiple AI tools systematically, validate and synthesize research findings, and you are able to obtain a structured literature review paragraph. Right? So should we stop here? Is it sufficient for the day? Yes. So just practice what we have discussed today. Rest we will continue tomorrow. We will discuss about prompt engineering and other aspects. Right? I hope you find it, you have gained or something you must not be familiar with earlier. You might be aware of the tools, but how to make use of these tools in combination is a skill. Right? Anything specific you want me to explain, you can tell me or Bhola sir. We can discuss tomorrow. Or you can mention in the group. Okay. Over to Bhola sir.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful session, and thank all the participants for joining this workshop. And then we shall meet tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye. Good night.